Hello, my name is Karen and I'm going to be delivering your creative dance session today. First things first, just have a look at the space around you. Make sure you've pushed everything to the sides as much as you can to create space for yourself to move in. Make sure you've got some water nearby that you can keep yourself hydrated with. And as always, if anything hurts or doesn't feel right, then please stop doing it. I'm going to take you through a warm-up, different fun creative dance games, and then we're going to work together to build a creative dance sequence all based on animals. So, are you ready? Have you got your space all ready to go? Fabulous! Okay, let's move. So this first section where we're going to get ourselves nice and warm, make sure our heart rate gets up, blood going around the body, protecting our muscles by doing some stretches. I want you to copy me. So copy everything that I'm doing, try and keep up with me. And as we go on, we might get a little bit faster to challenge you. Think you can do it? Fabulous. Okay, so first thing, we're just going to take a jog on the spot. Good, using those arms. Nice and steady. Getting a little bit faster. And a little bit faster. Good. We're going to take our knees up. Even higher. And then kicking them back. Almost touching your bum. Good. And then taking it to star jumps. Nice and wide. Keep going. Good. Back to the beginning. Jogging on the spot. Keep breathing with the high knees. Lifting them up. Good. Kicking behind. Good. Into our star jumps. Few more. Good. And relax. Taking our feet nice and wide. Take a lovely deep breath in. Bend those knees. Breathing out. Good. And again, breathing in. Bend those knees. And drop it all down. Good. One more time. Breathing out. Good. Can we touch our head? Our shoulders, our knees, our toes, and again, head and shoulders, knees, bending those knees, toes, bit faster. Can you keep up? Even faster. Wow, yes, super speed. Good, shaking your body. Shake in different directions. Lovely. Coming back to the middle. We're going to roll down through the spine. Head starts. Into the crouch. We're going to jump up in. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Big jump. Brilliant. Can we do it again? Rolling down. All the way to a crouch. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Last time. See if you can make it the biggest jump you've ever done. Rolling down. taking that arm across our body and holding just above the elbow. Feeling that stretch. Good. Find that breath. Are you breathing like me? Good. And release that arm, take it across to the other side. So if you're reaching towards that wall, whatever's that side of you. Good. And release. We're going to take our arm and we're going to try and reach as far down your back as you can. And you're going to use that other hand to push. We want to do it so we can feel that stretch, but not so it hurts. Keep going, hold it there. And drop. And on the other side, reaching that hand far down the back as you can. Holding that hand up there to support your other arm. Good. And drop. Good. We're going to stretch out our legs. So, I want you to take one heel and dig it into the floor in front of you. So I'll show you from the side. Then you're going to bend that supporting leg, but keep that other leg straight. And you can use that leg to rest on. So pointing those toes up. Good. Bring it back over, swap sides. So heel into that floor, bending that supporting leg, flexing that other foot, holding it there. Are you still in time with me? Good. And shake out the legs. We're going to try and balance. So, digging one foot into the floor and lifting that other leg up, holding on to that foot. You can use the arm to balance. Can you hold that balance? Keep your knees in together so we're not out here, but we're here. Good. A little bit longer. Whoa. And down. And the other side. Whoa. Find that balance. Hold on to that foot. Keep those knees in. You can always use that wall to support if you're struggling. Good. And shake out those legs. Fabulous. We're going to roll our shoulders. Bending those knees. We're going to make them even bigger. Use your elbows. Roll those circles around and around. Good. And this time the whole arm. Round. Big circles. Looking good. Lovely. And this time we're going to hold that reach up to the ceiling. Can you reach it? Can you touch it? If you can't, if you go on tiptoes, hold it there. And come down. Good. Rub those arms. Rub those legs. Rub your tummy. And rubbing your back. Good. Standing nice and still. We're just going to move our head. So drawing a big circle with our nose in the space in front of us. Can you go the other direction? Lovely. Big circles. Can we make circles with any other part of our body? Can we do it with our hips? Going round. How big can you make those circles? All the way round. And reverse. Whoa. Good. Can you make circles with your elbow? Just one elbow. Can you make a circle with your foot in the air? Another bit of balancing. Can you make a circle with your shoulders? You might need to jump when you're at the top. Good, and relax. Have a little sip of water if you need. Brilliant work, everyone. Are you feeling a little bit warmer? Oh, me too. Amazing. So now that we've all warmed up together, I want us to imagine that you have got a paintbrush. It can be a small paintbrush or a big paintbrush, and I want us to dip it into our favourite colour. So my favourite colour is orange. I'm going to dip my paintbrush in a big pot of orange paint, and using my hand as if it's the paintbrush, I want you to paint every inch of the room that you're in. So we're going to take it across the front. We might take it to the side. We might take it to the other side. And I just want you, while the music's playing in a moment, to paint as much of your room as you can. Take your time. Don't rush, because then you might miss a spot. Okay, so pick your favourite colour. We're going to open that paint tin. Ooh, put that down at the side. Grab that paintbrush, dip it in, and I'll be ready to go. Off we go, painting the room. Okay, so now that we've painted our rooms, you've done a brilliant job. I want us to move on to a little game. So this is the traffic light game. You might have played it before, you might not have. It doesn't matter. I'm going to talk you through the rules. Especially if you've played it before, my rules might be slightly different. So the very first thing is I want you to just walk around the space that you're in. So make sure you don't bump into anything or anyone. Take it nice and slow. We're not going to speed around the room, but we're just walking as if you're walking down the street to your local park or to the shops. Yeah, so that's the first instruction, walking around the room. Good. Stop there when you've practiced. Okay, so listen up. These are the instructions. So with a traffic light, you have the colour red. What do you think red might mean? That's it. It means stop. So wherever you are in your room, I want you to stop and freeze. Any position that you're in. Good. Okay. Another colour we have is green. What could green mean? If red is stop, green is go. Exactly. So that's when you can start walking around the room again, when you hear green. Good. The last colour for the moment I want you to think about is amber, or, yeah, amber. Let's say amber. So, what could amber mean? That means I want you to balance. So that could be a balance on your leg. It could be a balance with your hands. Anything you like. But make sure you can hold it, because you're going to hold it there until you hear green to go. So let's just recap. You've got walking around the space. When you hear red, you're going to stop. When you hear green, you're going to go. And when you hear amber, you're going to hold a balance. Do we think we can do it? Okay, let's go. I'll put on the music. So find a space in your room. Are we ready? Green, walking around. Changing direction all the time. You can walk backwards, forwards, sideways. Red. And stop, hold it there. Green, off you go. Walking around any direction. Red. Freeze. Don't move a muscle. Amber. Balance. Hold that balance. Green. Go. Amber. Hold that balance. Green. Off you go. Red. Green. Good job. Keep going. Red. Amber. Hold that balance. Whoa. Green. Amazing job, guys. Red. Red. Did I trick you? Amber, find a different balance. Hold it, hold it. Green, off you go. Green. Did you stop? Hold. Red. Hold that pose. Amber, last balance. Whoa, try and hold it. And relax. Shake off that body. Brilliant. Well done, guys. That was brilliant. Those balances were amazing. Okay, have a sip of water if you need. Good. So if you watch the next episode of this creative dance class, then we will add some new rules onto that game. So keep practicing at home, at school. Okay, so the last little bit of our class today is we're going to look at different animals. So you might have been to the zoo before. Don't worry if you haven't, you might have pets at home, or you might just know what your favourite animal is. So I'm going to teach you 2 different movements for 2 different animals, and then I'm going to ask you to create some of your own. So find a space, and I'm going to teach you the first 2. So the very first animal I want to look at is a lion. So what do we know about lions? So they're quite loud, they've got a big roar. Can you give me a roar? Amazing. Okay, they've got big mane, haven't they? Really furry. They've got big paws. Yes, and they're quite proud. So I want to use some of those ideas to create my movement. So I want our big paws. Show me your big paws. Splay those fingers nice and wide. And I want you to stand up on your tiptoes to one corner and make a big roar. So you're creeping your arms over and holding those paws out. Yes, as if you had to scare someone. And on the other side, up on tippy toes, roar, and down. So you're repeating one side and the other side with those big paws. Let's do it together. Ready? Here we go. We've got roar and roar. I'm sure your roars are much better than mine. Mine sound a little bit weak. Okay, have we got that one? So that's our lion, that's our first one. Second one, I'm going to think of animals I've seen at the zoo, and one of my favourites to look at is the elephant. So what do we know about elephants? They're very big, yeah, big animals. So they might walk and stomp. What else about elephants? Yeah, they've got really big ears. Kind of flap in the wind. What else? Yes, their trunk. So, using one arm, extend it out nice and long. I want you to bend your knees and draw that trunk down and up. Lovely. So we're drawing a big semicircle with our trunk. I want you to keep your face onto your arm there. So it's part of the body. Down and up. Good. So, let's just remember what we had. We had lion, up on tippy toes with those big paws, and then down, swooping down with our elephant trunk. Lovely. Let's try that with some music. Ready? Standing still in your space. Here we go. First one, lion. You can make the noise or you can not, I don't mind. 2 more times. Up and down. Up and down. Then we go into our elephant. Swooping down. Lovely, and rest. Good. Okay. Now I want you to pause and I want you to think of your own 2 animals. It could be anything you like. It could be a dog, a penguin, a polar bear, a giraffe, anything you like. So firstly, choose your animal and then think, what does that animal do? What does it look like? Where does it live? And what movements might you do? So for example, you could pick a monkey. You could be swinging through the trees like a monkey. Or you could imitate swooping down. Or you could be a bird, flapping those wings. Or soaring round. Yes, feel free to use any of those, but I want you to create your own 2. So pause this video and then come back when you've got your 2 movements. Okay, so hopefully you've got two new animals. So we've got my lion, my elephant, and then whatever two that you have just created. I'm sure they look amazing. We're going to add them all together. So we're going to start with my lion, two on each side, up on your tippy toes, fingers nice and wide. Then we are attaching our trunk to our face, swooping down with our elephant trunk 4 times, and then I want you to do your two directly after. So I'll just stand here and watch while you do your two. Are we ready with the music? Ready? We're in the lion. 5, 6, 7, here we go. And up, and down. Other side, up, and down. Show those big paws, up, and down. Last one with the lion. And down. Ready with the swinging. Down, and down. 2 more. Good. And yours. First animal that you've done. Brilliant. And your second animal. And when you've finished, stand nice and still. Amazing. Give yourself a round of applause. Fabulous work, everyone. Those animals looked amazing. Okay, I think we should cool down. You've done a lot of dancing, a lot of hard work. Let's do a little bit of a cool down together. Okay, let me find some music. Okay, standing with your legs nice and wide apart. We're going to stretch up and breathing out, stretching down. And again, scooping up that air. And down. Take your arms halfway. We're going to reach to one side. And up. Let's reach to the other. And up. And again, reaching. All the way across, and up, wrap those arms around you, and sway to the side. Good, opening those arms. Good. We're going to bring up one leg and hold that balance. Keep those knees in. If you can, we're going to bring that knee up and hug it into your chest. Can you keep that balance?
Vincent.com.
Lovely. Dropping that knee. And on the other side.
Vincent.com.
Lovely. And keeping that balance. Can you bring that knee in? Walk.
Vincent.com.
Good. And dropping that knee, shaking those arms, reaching up, all the way to the ceiling, on your tippy toes, and diving down, and into the crouch. We're going to bounce here, bounce, and then lengthening those legs, so I'll show you from the side. And again, bouncing those knees and lengthening away. Drop that head, give it a shake.
Vincent.com.
And coming to the floor. Stretch those legs out in front of you, hopefully you can see. And we're going to reach up. And I want you to relax over, try and hold your toes if you can. If not, hold your legs. Head looking down at your lap. Good. And again, reaching up. And see if you can go a bit further. Good. And then just shake those legs. And find your way to standing. Shake out the whole of your body. Brilliant. And give yourself a massive round of applause. Well done. I look forward to seeing you again soon.